Okay, everybody, welcome. So we're getting started a little bit later. We didn't have as much of a turnout as expected, and I think that has a lot to do with the health scare right now and what's going on. But that's okay. I do want to record this lecture video just to let you know where we are, what's happening, and answer some questions that I think would have come up if you were here. So first of all, let's talk about what we're doing in terms of our meeting here at the REC and how we're moving forward with these virtual classes and this limited exposure. So we are still going to be getting together, but we'll do everything virtually. There's no need for us to come together in the same place. And I think that if we ever do need to come together for any reason, we will we'll limit the amount of people coming together. I was speaking with the dean and speaking with some other people, and we agreed that we should not have more than 10 people ever together in one room, and when we are together, just try to keep our distance from one another to 6 feet or more between one another, and I think that will limit the exposure as much as we can, but there's no need really for most of us to be coming in. I'm going to reschedule the next video that we were going to be doing on Wednesday with Mike, and I'll let you know after I connect with Mike when that new video will be, or those new videos will be recorded. I don't want to lose that that resource for you all because it's such, I mean, it's invaluable. He's offering to do 20 commercials for, you know, for all of you in the REC for a minute-long commercials. He'll film them and edit them and put music and do all the things that he does. And he usually charges about $5,000 for one video. He does all the Massey Nissan and Ford.
I just saw your email on it, and that's an amazing thing, Tanya. That is amazing.
I think it's going to be so cool. So many of the, you know, of the teams could really use that to promote themselves. And today, a lot of you came in and you recorded your elevator pitches. Those of you who did not come in to record your elevator pitch, don't worry. Just make sure to record that pitch on your own, and then make sure to send that pitch to me today, tonight, if you can. Tomorrow, I will be sending out all of those elevator pitches to the potential mentors and judges so they can decide who they'd like to work with. If I don't have a pitch from you, then I won't send it. I'll just send the information that we do have. So just so everybody knows, when you come in, you are muted. If you want to ask a question, you do need to unmute yourself so that I can hear you. Okay. So any questions out there from anyone out in the virtual world?
I have a question.
Okay, Brennan, introduce yourself when you say that, just so people know who it is.
Hi, my name is Brennan Pearson.
Hi, Brennan.
And I was just wondering, what exactly is that guy gonna help us do that makes the Massey Nissan commercials?
He'll be making you a commercial, a 1-minute commercial, and the commercial can be your elevator pitch, so that you can then put that onto your LinkedIn or use that to build out your team. And you can we'll also of course share that with your mentors, even though they'll have that first pitch from you.
Okay. And if you need help putting those YouTube videos on, I can try, and then making the other Google form for.
So tonight everybody's going to be doing their own YouTube videos, putting them on YouTube, and then I'm just putting the link in, and that's what this video is going to be showing everyone how to do, how to put those videos onto YouTube. I'm not going to do it for all of you. You're doing it yourselves.
Okay, well, we'll get the video, I guess, sent to us or something.
Yep, I'm going to send the videos. That's why I was trying to get you all to not give me anything that needed to be cropped together, but to actually have a 1-minute video. I was actually hoping that I could get together with D'Anthony before he left so that I would know where all the videos were. But as soon as we're done here, that's what I'll be doing here in the center. And as soon as they're done, I'll send them over to you. I'm not doing any editing on them. If you want to edit them, you have to do that yourselves. So I'll just put the video, whatever length it is, and send it over to you. And you can then upload it to YouTube and send it back to me for me to send to the mentors.
Awesome.
Yeah. Any other questions before we get moving on? Okay. So one other thing I did want to talk about. So those of you who are working or who are working with us at the rec and are also at SDSU, there was some email communications going out. It shouldn't impact us at all. We're all meeting virtually, so everything is fine with that. I don't know. I think we'll go ahead and get started. So there's a couple things that we need to make sure to cover today. Number one is how to use Zoom. And I know that you've got on here and so you feel like, okay, well, I know a little bit of how to use Zoom because I can get on, but I want to make sure that you also know how to run a Zoom meeting yourself. We're not going to rely upon our mentors to do that for us. We will set up meetings if the mentors agree to meet with us on a specific date, or advisors. And so we really want to limit the amount of our ask and ask them what they're good at, right? Starting the company, giving us advice on how to be successful as entrepreneurs, not please set up a meeting for us, right? So we'll do that ourselves. So I'm going to go ahead and show you how in Zoom, when you do have a meeting, and by the way, this is being recorded, so you can come back to this again and review anything that you need to review. So when you do have a meeting, you'll very often need to share your screen. And to do that, there's a little green box at the bottom of this the meeting that you're in, and you'll click on that chevron with the up arrow, and you'll click on sharing your screen. You want to share your screen, not any one particular page within the screen. If you do that wrong, then anytime you move around, you won't be able to continue to see they won't be able to continue to see your screen. So here's what it looks like. Can you all out there see my screen?
Yes.
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 Wonderful. Okay. So then here I am in Zoom. When you're setting up a Zoom, so Zoom is free. You don't need the paid version. As long as you're not hosting with for over 45-minute meetings, and as long as you don't have large groups of people coming together, there's no need to pay for a Zoom subscription. And so this should get you through. Sign up for Zoom. When you go into the Zoom, into your actual account, click on your, sorry, I'm trying to move away our pictures. Click on your account, and you'll want to go to your meetings, and you'll want to schedule a new meeting with the mentor when he or she decides to meet with you. Make sure that you put a title for the meeting, right, whatever that is, mentor meeting. Right. Description of the meeting. You'll put the date. It's really important that you get all of the information in there, because if you don't have it in there correctly, then it doesn't transfer over to your calendar correctly, and then you aren't notified correctly, right? Don't require registration. Make sure to use your personal meeting ID rather than generate a new meeting ID each time. That way, you and the mentor will know every time we're meeting, we're using that same meeting ID. And so there's no ambiguity or, oh, where do we go? It's always going to be the same. It's the same for us. Every time we have a meeting, we're using that same ID. Don't ever require a password. I recommend leaving the videos on and allowing them to join the audio, however, whichever way works best for them. And then allowing them to actually start before you get there. You can mute the participants, but that's irrelevant for you. The only other thing is I would recommend that you record the meeting automatically into the cloud when you are setting it up, rather than doing it each time. If you record it into the cloud, you don't clog up your computer. It emails you, Zoom emails you when it's ready for you to download, and it just makes life so much easier for you.
Is that available?
Excuse me?
This is Jacob, sorry. Is that available for the freemium?
That's available for everyone.
Okay.
Okay. So you'll want to hit save, right? So you save the meeting, and then here is the the meeting, right? The meeting that you've just created. You'll want to copy the invitation so that you have something to send, copy the invitation, and then you can send that, you can post that into your Slack channel, or you can send it an email. I want each one of you to create your own Slack channel inside of our overall Slack workspace. And if you don't remember how to do that, in fact, we'll do that right now and then we'll come back to this. So we'll go back to Slack, and ours is sd-rec@slack.com, I believe. No, not quite right. What's the Slack? I don't have it here. Oh, I'll just look up Slack. All right, it's SD, oh, it's .slack.com, not at Slack. So it's sd-rec.slack.com. Sorry about that. And then the email and password. Each of you should have your own. I believe I did it under this one. Login and password. And I did that right. Sorry about that. Watch me trying to, So I just want to show you how to. There we go. So if you see here, there's all of the different channels up here. And then below that are all of the direct messages between anyone in the workspace. And I have a lot of things I need to read. I apologize. I'll get there. It's been a crazy week. And anytime there's a little red announcement that's showing that I need to read something, and you see that when somebody actually mentions you in there. So I want each of you to create your own channel. So I want you to create that channel with the name of your business. And I'd like you to leave the channel public just for the first week or so until we get everything established. That way I can get in there, your team members can get in there, they can look at the videos that you've posted and things like this, and they can decide which teams they want to join. So make it public at first, okay? So every single one of you who's in the Gazelle path should be creating a channel, and you'll create it under your company name. So let's say, so my last company that I started was Omni California. It has to be one word, right? And then a description of the business. You might want to put your one-line description of the company, right? One line description. Actually, I'm going to change this and I'm going to call it company name. All right, so don't make it private. Don't make it private. If you do make it private, I'll ask you to cancel that and make it public again, just until for the first couple of weeks, maybe even as we figure everything out. By the time you get your teams established and your mentors established, then you'll make that channel private so that you can protect your proprietary data. Okay. So right now you're just sharing, the name of your company, your one-line description of your company. You create that channel, and then you'll add people to the channel. For now, it will just be, if you're the only person who is in your team for now, it will just be your name or you, and then you would put me, right? It won't show me myself, but please do put me in there as well. If there's any other advisors that you know that you have, put them in there as well, right? If there's other team members, put them in there, okay? Even if you don't do that, I'll be able to get in there. There's company name, right? In that channel is where you'll be putting your Zoom meeting. So you went ahead and created that Zoom meeting, so you copy that, right? And you'll put that in there. To notify everybody in the channel that you are putting that in, you'll do @channel, notify everyone in this channel. Now, there's not a lot of people in this channel. Actually, I'm going to add one person. Let's add Suganya.
Yay.
Yay, you're in my channel with me. We're going to start a company together. Okay, so Suganya and I are starting the company. Let me move this out of the way. So I want to notify everyone in this channel. It's not everyone in the workspace. It's just this channel, my company name channel. and then Control V for paste so that they'll know how to access the next meeting, right? And then send, right? And now Suganya will be notified that that's in there, right? She still needs to check, but she'll be notified. As soon as I get those videos back to you, you'll be also putting them in there. One other thing, so that's just part of it. We should also not just stop there with the meetings. When we do set up that meeting, we will also want to, you can also invite people to the meeting itself. And let me do here. This one. Oh. Oh, I know. So we'll want to put it in our calendars, right? We'll want to put it in our calendars. So we'll go to our calendar. Hopefully all of you have Google Calendar that you use. That's what we're using for the rec, right? Actually, let's just go to the program right here. So not to get off, well, you're all following. You can come back and look at this again. Here's our website, sdmiramar.edu/programs. Click on our programs. Click on entrepreneurship. And then here's our rec calendar at the very bottom of the page. Oh no, where did you put it? I have to get to the page first. Click on Rec Innovation Lab. Sorry about that. And then I believe it's at the bottom of the page. No, what did I just do? There it is. It's actually up at the top. Thank you, Jake, for moving that. I appreciate it. Please RSVP for attendees. Thank you. Thank you very much. I appreciate that, Jake, for doing that. So here's our calendar. You can RSVP to any of these by clicking on them. You can also enter the calendar here. I'm going to enter my calendar. Okay, so if you see here, the only calendar events that are showing are the Rec Innovation calendar events. And if they're not showing on your calendar, make sure to click this so that you get notified about anything that we're doing. Like I said, they're all remote now, but we still want you to be coming, right? Even though they're remote, right? So here we go. Now, the next step in that process after you created a meeting with your mentor, you go log onto your calendar, and we'll want to add that. So I created it, I believe, for the 18th. And is that right? And then we'll want to do a new one. We'll do add the description, Control V. There's the description. I did it for the 18th at 7 p.m. So we'll make sure to have the dates match up there. We add it for an hour. That's right. Okay, add the location. So it's only going to be Zoom. So Zoom only. Zoom only. Now, add conferencing is not for making it a Zoom meeting. That's for using Google Hangouts.
Professor,
Uh-huh.
I got a solution to that. If you scroll over to the right side on that bar, that little plus sign, this might take like several minutes, but you'll be able to get the Zoom option there.
Yeah, so we'll do that. We'll do that actually next. We're going to do that next. So.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you, though. I appreciate it. Yeah, thank you. So, all right. So we go here. Let me go back to where we were. Make sure to add a notification. For this. So the notification is up to you how you like it. I like to do maybe every 30 minutes, or maybe I'm not every 30 minutes rather, but 30 minutes before, or maybe you'll want to remind yourself by email, and you'll want to do it one day before. That's another excellent way to be reminded of it. The cool thing is not just you get this this invite, but everyone that you invite, right? So I'll put those there. Now, right now I have it under the Rec Innovation Center events. Be careful. Make sure now that you've added this Rec Innovation Center calendar to your calendar that you're not doing it under that calendar, or it will not show the correct way, right? Pretty much put it on our common calendar. So use your personal calendar there. And you can make it public or private. If you are adding it to the REC calendar, let's say you're doing something that you want to invite everybody to, you can, you know, make sure that you put the visibility to public, but I would much rather you do it under your own calendar. Oops, don't touch your face. And we'll make the visibility private, okay? All right, sounds good. So now we can add the guests. So I invited Suganya, so she'll be there. If I was going to be adding somebody else, we would add them there too. If I have her in there for modifying events, she'll be able to modify, obviously, and if I don't, she won't. So that's that there. Now let's go ahead and make this a Zoom meeting. So on mine at home, it already has Zoom on there, but we'll put it on here, calendar add-on. It would take a few minutes to do this, but I would recommend going through and doing this. If you, on my regular computer, when I'm doing this, I would have, I already have it on there. I highly recommend that you do this so that you don't have to go through this extra step. But even though it's on there this way, I still recommend very first thing that you should do is you should go through Zoom, not just going through your calendar, if that makes sense. So I'm not going to do this right now. You can see how to do it, but we'll do it a little bit later. Now I froze things up. All right. So,
hey, Tanya, I had a question.
Yeah, shoot.
So you just want us to make our own Slack channel with our company name, and then as far as our elevator pitch goes, are we just adding it onto the channel?
Yeah, so this is the next step. You've gotten all this in here. You put your meeting, if you had a meeting. I also want to show you how to put your elevator pitch in there, but that's not the only place it's going. So if you've recorded your elevator pitch at home, then you're ready to go for this next step. If you just recorded it here today, I need to go in there and cut them and send them to you, and I'll do that as soon as we leave this meeting together. But let me show you how to, once you have that that elevator pitch, what to do next. So you'll want to log on to YouTube. So if you don't have a YouTube account, you'll need to create one, okay? It's free, like everything online. And it looks like, am I already logged in there? Yep, I'm already logged in there. So here's my channel, right? Here's all the videos that I have. You know, most of these are class videos, but some of them are other kinds of videos, right? So you'll want to be putting your elevator pitch video onto YouTube. And the reason that we do that is, and please do use YouTube instead of Vimeo, because YouTube is one of the only options where you won't have to write out the closed captions or use another service for the closed captions. You can do it right there. Now, if you know how to use the closed captions in another site, you can do that. But I'll just show you how to do it easy in YouTube. So I think most of us will probably just do this. So you want to upload the video that you have, and you want to select a file. Let's pretend I have, maybe I can actually get one so I can show you how to do it really quickly. Let me grab one. I'm going to stop the share. No, I'll leave it on. I'll just pull in from Dropbox. I want to drop up business, sorry. Dropbox. Don't want Dropbox business. Hi, whoever's here. I see we have lots of people. Does anybody have any questions for me while I'm doing this? Fat fingers today. Questions from anybody? All right. Okay, so let's see. Do a video. Maybe we'll do one of the videos that we took today. If we have Oh, wow. We have a lot of pictures in there. Sorry, I thought there was a video right over here. I think I'm going to have to look it up.
Tanya, I had a quick comment on the pictures. They're so amazing. I saw it on Slack.
Oh, yeah. So that was D'Anthony who took the photos. He did a great job. And then last night I was editing the photos using this software that my brother actually told me about. And it was great because it lets you do things like if there's any acne, you just kind of airbrush that out of the way. And
oh my God, I need that.
Yeah.
I should have been there yesterday. It is such amazing pictures for LinkedIn.
Oh, that's great. I'm so glad.
If you have acne, come talk to me.
Oh, no.
Just kidding.
Oh, yeah. Did you say if you have acne, come talk to you? Okay.
Yeah.
I actually do need to. So if you want to introduce yourself and give your pitch of why you said that. Karen?
Sure. I'm Karen. I am looking to create the app Skin World, which is basically a social platform where we connect users to estheticians to help resolve any of their
acne. No, I'm just kidding. I said acne, but yeah, that's why she said that.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah,
Karen,
totally.
I think I'm going to have you on my list.
Yeah, right?
Yes, definitely come talk to me when I see you next time.
Right.
So,
Definitely.
oh, sorry, I didn't interrupt. So I love entrepreneurs. You're so funny. You're always promoting, and I love it. So I just picked some video from back in 2011. Wow. Oh, this was my nephew when he was a baby. So you'll want to upload your video. If you saw how I did that, you just click upload video. And I think I have it in here. This is our test video. So you'll be doing this with your elevator pitch videos. You'll want to put, definitely put a title. It won't let you do it without a title. Make sure that your title and your description include your keywords from your industry if you would want to get found, right? I'd like all of you to actually take this elevator pitch and put it on LinkedIn and put it on other platforms where people can find it, who know you or who want to look you up. And it's a good idea to have those keywords in there. So you can look them up, right? Keywords, rec, innovation lab, whatever else you want to put, elevator pitch. Yeah. But you definitely want to put them in there. Grammar and spelling matter. You can pick your thumbnail. You can upload one. Just pick one. It's probably fine. Hit next. It's so easy nowadays. We're not going to add any cards or end screens. We're just going to keep this very simple. Next, visibility here. I recommend making it public so that you can, like I said, share it on your social media platforms and really use it as a description of your company for everything. I also recommend, well, I don't want to get ahead of myself. So here we are here. We're going to publish this, right? So make sure that it's public, publish, and we are done. It's already ready to share. You would then take this, you would copy this here, copy this here, which I just went off of it. It's just a video of my nephew when he was a tiny baby. Okay, share, copy, or if you're putting it into a website, you would use the embed code, which gives you the HTML to drop it in the website. But sharing is fine, just share, copy is fine, right? Copy. And then you would go back to your channel, right, in Slack, your channel in Slack. And here's my channel in Slack. You'd put the Control V, so you could have it there. Here's my elevator pitch, and we share it, right? And when you share it in Slack, it automatically embeds it. The other thing, sorry?
When you put it in Slack, you can also pin it, so it will be one of the priority messages as people come into your channel.
Oh, that's a great point. That's a great point. So to do that, you would go right here, actions. You can pin to the channel, and it would be the top thing that people would see. And that's a great idea. Good point, right? You can add a message. You can add a message to that, right? Do all sorts of things. Okay. One other thing I was going to say. So we did that on the very quick, just because we don't have a lot of time. We want to get these out to our mentors. We did it very quick and dirty, but a good idea for accessibility so that more people can take advantage of your video is to make sure that there are closed captions in there. So after you make it live, you can go back in and edit the video. You can edit it here by clicking edit, and then over on Editor. Over on the left-hand side is the editor. No, I don't want to use the editor. I wanted to actually put the subtitles. Subtitles. The editor is if you wanted to cut, right? To use, to actually, you know, you can trim the video. You can split the video in right there in YouTube. But I was just going to show you how to do subtitles. So subtitles, right here, you would, as you saw, I clicked on the subtitles. Add the subtitles. If you had the subtitles, you can upload the file right here from, upload it from YouTube. I'm sorry, not YouTube, I'm sorry, from your Zoom meeting, if you had it recorded that video in Zoom. If not, now this one is not coming up this way here because there's no talking, but you can actually edit the subtitles exactly as they come from YouTube. YouTube will transcribe it for you.
Yeah, YouTube usually has the automatic closed captions, and all that you might want to do is just edit it and then make the changes. That's all.
The problem why this isn't happening here is because there's no talking in that video, and I probably should have showed one with talking, but they would be automatically in there. They're automatically created.
Yeah, sometimes it takes a few minutes.
Yeah.
Like if the video is long, it takes a few minutes, but by then either you could like grab a coffee or you could just do something else and come back. It's already there for you. And if you're not satisfied with it, and if there's changes, you could just click edit and then just change the captions.
Absolutely. So then the next step after you've gone through, you've put your video into YouTube, I'd like you to, at this point, send me a link of the video. You can do that in Slack by going to direct message. So you'll go to direct message plus, and you'll push Tanya. It's not going to come up because oh yeah, it does. Tanya. Director of the Entrepreneurship Center, and just send it like this. It's good enough. I'll be watching all of them. I'll be dropping all of them into the Google form for the mentors. Actually, no, I'll let you do that yourselves. You can send it to me, but I'm going to let you do it yourselves as well. I'm going to share the Google form with you, Google Forms, so that you can go in there and actually drop them in. Well, I'll do this afterwards. I don't need to show you while I'm doing this. Let's go back here. And how do I, sorry about that. I'm trying to stop the share there. Can you guys see my, I don't know if you can still see my.
I could, well.
Oh, you can.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Go ahead, Brendan.
Hi, this is Brennan. Are we going to have each person in the Gazelle path going into Google Forms?
Yes, I'm going to make it, as soon as I'm done here, I'm going to have each, I'll share that Google form with each of you, and you can each go in there and edit it yourself. I'll show you first how to do that. Give me just a minute. I'll do that. Thinking about it, I should actually show you how to do that. So
should I like save a copy though, in case like, I don't know, like just.
No, I can just go in and change it afterwards. It's fine. In case somebody makes a mistake, are you thinking?
Something like.
No, it's okay. Google Forms is pretty simple to. Oh, so the Google Forms, we did it under the REC, right?
Right. Is this where you're wanting us to turn in our videos?
Yes.
Okay.
So let me go in. I have to sign into. Oh, you can't see what I'm doing. I apologize.
sdmiramar.rec.
Yeah, let me go. I'm just not sharing the screen is what I meant. So I'm going to log in to SD-Miramar. So the email there is sdmiramar.rec@gmail.com. And the password is, actually, I don't know if I should share the password on this because we're making it public, so I'm not going to say it. I'll just share with all of you. Oh, somebody made two of them. I don't know why we.
One of them, that was me. Sorry, meeting. One of them says old. It was I think that was the old one, and then I made a new one. Yeah, it says old at the top. That's the old one.
Oh, okay. I will delete the old one.
Because I added the names in there.
Okay. So we should have here each of the different company. There we go. We have each of the company teams in here. Wonderful. And so we'll just go ahead and add the videos for each of you. So right before your team name, so if this was my team name, I'll go to one here. Let's use Karen as an example. We'll go ahead and add video, right? So you can just, here we go. Here we have, pretend like this is the same URL, right? And we can test it to make sure that it works. Yes, it works. Wonderful. Select. And that video will go right here. Make sure to give it a title and put the name of your company, Skin World, elevator pitch. Okay. And then that is done. You don't have to do anything to save it. It does it automatically. And now everybody can see that's the Skin World elevator pitch. Oh, but it went above the wrong one. So we're going to take it and move it down.
There's the 6 dots on the top of the.
I'm sorry, what's that?
There? Yeah, there. Yeah.
What's that?
Oh, no, you got it. You got it.
Oh, thank you. So, and I put it down too far. We'll go up one. Sorry about that. And there it is. Okay. So it's right above Skin World. So we'll put our videos right above it. Do you think that sounds good or below it?
Above.
Above is fine? Okay. So then, there we go. Skin World elevator pitch. And so if each of you can get those into me, I'd like to send them out to the mentors I told them I'd get them to them by tomorrow evening. So if you can work on this tomorrow, that would be great. I will send all of you who recorded your videos here with me today, I'll send you those videos just as soon as we get off of this meeting. I just need to download them onto the laptop and send them over. Other than that, I think we're good. Please do also reach out to me if you have any questions. If you have trouble with this at all, I'm happy to help. I'll be available all day tomorrow to help you remotely. I will send information to all of you as it comes in. We will continue to meet remotely. I think that, let's look at the calendar and see when the next meeting is that we can get together.
So you said the meeting on Wednesday is canceled, right? The workshop?
No, nothing's canceled. Nothing is canceled from here.
Okay.
Nothing. Oh, I see what you're saying. Oh, you mean the videos?
The videos.
Recording the videos? Okay, yeah, we will change the date on the recording the videos, but all of the workshops are not canceled. They're just virtual now. Okay. So I'll go back to here. Let me see. This coming Wednesday, we do have...
I have a quick question regarding the workshops and the course key. So I know you guys were saying that we can do course key from anywhere, but from where I am, it doesn't let me.
You can't do it from anywhere. It's remote. I have to set the boundaries. You can't do it from anywhere. It has to be within the physical location that I set within the space, and it's here at the rec. And so it's not going to do us any good there, right?
Right.
And so the way that we are logging your attendance for workshops and for working is that you actually come to the virtual meetings, right? That you sign in as a guest to the virtual meetings. So, so we aren't going to be logging the hours in the center. That's done. And I was just talking to the dean today also about how frustrating this is and how much it's negatively impacted us, and we're doing an amazing job, by the way, of making it work with all of the restrictions that we have on us. But I don't want you to feel like you're getting less because of it, and we are going to be able to extend the time that we're here in the incubator. And
that's good.
I know, I was happy about that. So if you want to continue to work, I'm not exactly sure how long we can extend it right now, but we are going to be able to extend it so you'll have longer to work with your mentors after this crisis passes.
Oh, and, wonderful.
Yeah.
So we don't have to worry too much about logging in and out of course keys so often. So that's not really going to be important anymore, basically.
That's not really important. Okay. You are welcome to still use the center. For now, it's still wide open. We do ask that if you do come here, only come if you are not sick at all, and please keep your distance from one another. 6 feet. I had to promise that any of us who are getting together would stay 6 feet away or more from one another, and that we would never have more than 10 of us in one room at one time. And as long as you can abide by those guidelines, then we can still use the space. Now,
Very cool.
yeah, that's what too. I was happy about that. So Wednesdays and Fridays it's open. I'm sorry, not L. C103, C103 or 5. Oh,
103 and C105.
no, I was trying to say which one is the one next door. I'm in 103. So 105 is open always. They come and open it beforehand, and every Wednesday and every Friday it's open 11 to 5. The C103 is only open when we're not having something else in here, or oftentimes if I'm coming a little later from one of the meetings, I won't be there to unlock this one. And I was only able to get one of the rooms unlocked for us without me being here. So,
Okay.
but I'm here most of the time. It's just if I'm coming from place to place that might be a little bit.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay,
Any
cool.
questions? Yeah. Any other questions from
Thank
anybody?
you.
Or you guys feel like you have a good plan of attack getting those videos up? I know it's not a lot of time to get them up, but I think almost everybody has them already recorded.
Right. And Tanya, can we go over the events for next week really quickly if we
Yes.
have time later? Yeah.
Yes. So next week we do have this scheduled with Mike, and I'm going to change that right now on the 18th. It's tentative, the professional videos. So let's go ahead and edit that right this moment. Go to the calendar to edit that. And that is supposed to be at 11 o'clock. I think, I mean, unless you guys all want me to leave it, I could leave it there, but would you feel better doing it maybe a little later? Maybe I'll do a poll right now, and I'll ask all of you out there who are here. So I'll do that right now. I'm going to create a poll, and it says the polling session is inactive on this. Oh, I logged in wrong, so I'm not able to do a poll from here. Okay, so perhaps if you could just let me know, yes or no, would you like me to change it, or would you like me to leave it on Wednesday, the 18th? You can put it in the chat, or you can talk to me right now. I'm going to unmute all of you. Hello, everyone. If you can let me know, would you like to change the videos with the professional videographer, or would you rather have it stay the same?
I agree.
I would prefer.
So,
Who's this?
okay, wow. All right, we're in.
Muting
We're all together.
Okay, so unmute yourself again. I'm sorry, it was too many people talking at once. I couldn't hear anything. So I think Karen, you might have been trying to talk.
I definitely. So as far as the timing for the videographer, I mean, for me, next Wednesday works. If for the majority, if they want to change the time with the videographer, if the majority rolls, then that's fine. But next Wednesday, would it still be on a Wednesday?
I could do, yeah, extend it. I mean, we could do either.
I prefer just on a Wednesday.
Okay.
I like next Wednesday if it doesn't work for everyone else.
Anybody else have any preferences? I think most people are just doing other things and they're just recording this. So.
I'm ambivalent. So whatever fits people.
I'm okay with either way, Tanya.
What's that?
I said I'm okay with either way.
Okay. Anybody else? No? Okay. Well, I'll maybe I'll just I'll do a poll in Slack and we'll find out for sure what people want.
Oh, somebody just wrote in. Gabriel just wrote in
Wednesday
chat and
sounds
said
good.
Wednesday is good. I mean, I like Wednesday.
We could leave it then. I mean, we could. The campus is open even though there aren't classes. I just don't want to exclude anybody who might be a little worried about the coronavirus and so they might not come, because this is such a huge resource. I mean, he charges. I've paid $5,000 for videos before, and all day long.
Wow.
It's such good videos.
I think we shouldn't miss this opportunity, Tanya.
What's that?
I think we should not miss this opportunity.
Agreed. But I don't want to do it too soon and have people miss it because they're afraid of coming in.
What if it gets worse though and they shut down the campus and then we can't have him come for even longer?
Yeah, that could be. Yeah, that could definitely be. And then we might miss the opportunity altogether. Is that what you're concerned with? Or waiting just too long? Let me put it in Slack. I'd feel better just asking a few more people. I don't want people to feel left out. Although, I guess they could have come. Oh, no, that's not fair. That's not fair. That's not fair. I'll put it in the general channel. Okay, so here is the, let's see. It's, oh, am I sharing? I'm probably not sharing. Let me share what I'm doing so you can see what I'm doing. In case you want to create a poll in Slack. We're going to use Slack to communicate with one another the rest of the semester. This is how we communicate within our teams and do the things that we do. So just remember that your channels right now are public and people can get in there. It tells you if they do, but I think that it's definitely worth using. Oh, so how do I do the poll here? It's a little different. Apps. I might have to add it to this computer. I thought it was just added anytime you added it. Anybody have any experience with this? Adding the app?
Just type /poll.
In the search?
No, in the message in the text.
So what poll? Slash? What do you mean?
Slash.
Like that?
And then PO.
Yep,
there
okay.
we go.
Perfect. Oh yeah, this is the polling thing. Okay, great. Oh, where did it go?
You just type in your message after that, and then
okay.
There's a lot of slash commands. I'll put a guide in maybe over the weekend because I've got Zoom integrated in there as well. I'm just working out some bugs.
Okay, great. So do you want to keep the videographer? I must have spelled that wrong. 3:18 at 11 a.m. And
then just click enter and it'll open up some more options.
I do want to just first do app channel real quick. So it doesn't open up options, so I'll just send it.
Yes.
Odd.
Sorry, I'm running in the integration testing right now.
I don't think it polled right. I don't think it created a poll.
Yeah, I think the slash poll has to be at the beginning.
Oh, does it? Okay, so let me edit this. Yeah, we'll figure this all out, right? Okay, so I still have slash poll. It doesn't look like it's doing anything though. Are you sure it's?
Hold on, I'm making it right now.
Well, here, I want to make sure that we're doing it because we can't see what you're doing unless you want to share your screen.
Yeah.
You want to share your screen?
Yeah, let me just clear up my computer a bit.
All right, there it goes. Option 1, I better put 2. Option 1 and 2. Opla.
Do you want to DM me what the question was?
It's can you not see it?
Oh, sorry, I just took over for the screen share. Did I just?
Oh, okay.
My bad.
Oh, here. Oh, you took over with screen share? I actually created the poll. I thought that you did. I didn't realize that. Here, I'll go back. I actually created the poll. It just was a little slow. So, do you want to? Oh, it says option 1 and option 2 though. Maybe I should have let you take over. Yeah, I'll let you take over. I'm gonna stop the share. If Jay, can you do you want to take over there?
Yeah.
Okay, I can go back if not. I don't know what I did wrong here. I'll try that again. Did you share your screen?
Yeah.
Okay. Are you talking? Okay, there we are. Sorry, it was so quiet. I was on the other thing. So, you want to explain what you're doing? Where are we? I'm sorry.
So I was just in my little my testing room /pool. You can go.
Oh, and the question was, I was just using a different polling thing. That's why. I'm sorry.
Oh, my bad.
No, that's great. That's one I normally use. So I was a little confused there. So the question was, would you like to keep the videographer coming Wednesday, the 18th? So would you like to keep the videographer on Wednesday, the 18th, 3/18 at 11 a.m.? And then it's just yes or no. Question mark, yes or no? Yeah, perfect. Agree, disagree, perfect. Or no, can we do yes or no instead of agree, disagree?
Yeah.
Do 1 to 5. Yeah, there we go. So if you want to change, go up by multiple choice, it says add choices.
Oh.
And then yes and then no. That should work. Perfect.
Let me just copy that over to the general. There's my little test room.
Okay. Wonderful. So does anybody have any other questions for me before we end the meeting, or for each other? Does everybody feel like they know what they're doing and feeling good about everything?
Tanya, I'd like to connect with you for a couple minutes after we finish the meeting.
Okay. Do you mind if we do it by phone instead of by the meeting?
Phone is totally fine.
Okay. Anybody else?
Can we vote maybe on Monday or something? I'd like to see how the virus progresses, maybe before. Well, I don't know. I guess.
Yes.
It'll be open. It won't close.
Right.
We just obviously have to give Mike a little bit of a heads up.
Yeah, I was just going to say I don't want to spring it last minute on Mike, but
Okay.
Let's just see how it's going on the poll, and then I'll kind of tell him that we may need to cancel and reschedule.
Will he be able to do everybody's video that day?
Yes. So like today, how today we weren't really prepared, and we just were kind of winging it and figuring it out as we went. Like the message that I sent everybody was be very prepared. Practice on your own as much as you can to make sure that you know exactly what you're going to say on that video. He'll give you 2 chances, and that's pretty much it. So you'll get to go through recording twice. So what we get in those 2 recordings, we'll have to make a video out of.
Awesome.
Think of it as like tape. I do a lot of interviews for the news, and they have this, they always call it live to tape, which is just like as if it were a live segment on the news, but they're doing it to tape. Think of it that way.
Maybe memorize half for the first and half for the second.
No, memorize the whole thing. Don't make him edit. Yeah, I mean, he can if he wants, but I say just try to memorize it to get it all in one.
Okay.
It feels more fluid anyways. He might though edit it anyways. He's so good. He does a great job.
That's exciting. Well, hopefully we won't cancel it indefinitely.
No matter what, we'll try to get it.
Yay.
Again, so yeah. Yeah, I was telling, we had some of the students come earlier, different, Gazelle Path students were in here today. A lot of us got a lot done today, but we had a guest who came into the center. We had a couple amazing people come to the center today. One was, he's the guy who started Comcast, which was, do any of you know Comcast? It was, he worked very closely with Google and with Apple and with a lot of the big tech companies. And he actually invited us to come up to the Google facilities before they closed everything down over there. So I was going to let you all know that we had that field trip if anybody wanted to go, but now that's not going to happen. But he is going to do a presentation. We'll probably do that virtual here coming up soon. And I thought we could do a presentation on Apple's strategy, since he worked so long with Apple. I thought it'd be kind of a cool one. But if there's something else you'd like to see him present on, just let me know. His name is Vivek Chambra, and we're connected on LinkedIn. If you, I think almost everybody now is connected with me on LinkedIn. But if you haven't, make sure to do that so that I can introduce you to people on there. So I don't know, anything else? Any other questions, comments, concerns? Thank you all for coming in today. I mean, coming in virtually. I will see you on Wednesday. Oh, I forgot to finish going over the calendar. So Suganya had asked me to do that. Just quickly, I know we're out of time, but for the calendar, we have that first one was on Wednesday at 11. We have appointments with the SBDC. We are going to continue to have the SBDC appointments. For now, we're thinking of holding them here, but we might just switch remote. I haven't talked to Sudarshan again today,
Tanya,
but he does want everyone's number. Huh?
I received an email from Amy this afternoon. I think they're considering doing the phone option.
Okay. Yeah, so we weren't sure. I hadn't talked to him again, and I've just been busy. So that if that's the case, then if they want to do the phone option, you will not physically come down here for your meeting with Sudarshan, but he will call you. Did he tell them how he wants them to give their phone number?
I can forward the email to you. I'm quickly.
No, I think I'll just tell them what to do. So here's the email address right here on the calendar. Connect with sbdc@gmail.com. So go in there and let Sudarshan know your phone number and the date and time of your interview. You can also go into the Calendly link and put your phone number in there. He just wanted your phone number so that he could call you rather than the other way around. So just get it to him somehow, either here or here, right? And Sudarshan does get these emails now. Is that correct, Suganya? From this?
Yeah, Amy has the access to Calendly also. I gave her the password and everything. She's able to get in, I guess. Because yesterday she emailed me asking for the password. I gave everything is set. She's able to see who is actually scheduling.
Oh, good. Oh, that's a good thing. I thought that was going on for a long time, so I'm glad to hear that. Yeah, okay. Good. Yeah, maybe you might want to also CC me on that so that I can make sure Sudarshan has it.
You're CC'd on all the emails, actually.
No, I mean when the students are calling.
Oh, yeah.
So then the other thing that we have on Wednesday is at 7 p.m. Here it's 7 p.m. No, that's a different thing. I can't see it on this one. It's too crowded. They're forming the team to build your business with Ryan Vansher, co-founder of CourseKey. That will be a virtual meeting as well, and I will share with you the. Well, you have already the link. It's the same link for everything. Every single one of them is right up here. That's the link for all of our virtual meetings from here on out. So you can come to that if you'd like. I'll find out from Ryan if he will also be coming to the center for those of you who want to come. Hopefully not too many all at once, but yeah. Anything else?
Yeah, so for the SBDC, Amy has mentioned that for students who are already on the calendar, they're planning to talk with Sudarshan on phone. But she has requested us to let everybody know that for people who are planning for future appointments, they could actually plan to do it on phone.
On the phone? Yeah. We're from here on out.
Until all this Corona thing settles down.
Yes, yeah. From here on out, phone. And then that's the same too for the 7 p.m. meeting on Friday. We have the founder of that company called Killer Beeswax. It was a big company in the 80s, 90s, surf brand. He's going to be talking about how he was able to really, all of the companies, or most of the companies that he started, he's been able to make nothing but money, right? Let subcontractors make things, and then he sold them, right, and branded them. So he'll talk about how he did that and some of the ventures that he's working on now. And that's on Friday. Again, it'll be at Zoom. It'll be Zoom, everything Zoom. So, okay, have a good night, everyone. We will see you all soon. Take care. If you need me, send me a text. I think my email is getting a little out of control again, but you can always email me as well. It's been a crazy week. We talk to you all soon. Take care. Bye-bye.